Impact Interview is sponsored by the Pocono Mountains, where small-town charm meets big adventures. Book your trip today by visiting PoconoMountains.com.
On our special Super Bowl episode of Nittany Game Week, I'm Todd Sadowski in New Orleans for Super Bowl 59. And no matter the result, a former Penn State player will become an NFL champion. Saquon is not the only one representing PSU in the big game. We also spoke with wide receiver Jahan Dotson of the Eagles. That's why we're over at the satisfying catches part of the NFL experience. Also talked with Chiefs rookie offensive lineman Hunter Nourzad about taking the field for the biggest game of their lives.
You know, a year ago today, probably never thought I'd be here wearing an Eagles uniform, but you know, you never know where life takes you, and whatever hand you're dealt with, you got to make the most of it, and I feel like I've been doing that this year, and it's been an awesome ride. And you know, the guys have made it super easy, embracing me, and you know, just picking up along the way. But you know, it's awesome. It's truly a dream come true to be able to experience this, because this is all I've ever dreamed of since a little kid.
A year ago, Saquon didn't know he would be here either. So what's that been like to reunite, or just have another Penn Stater make such an impact, and you guys be able to share that experience and then also share this one together?
Yeah, I mean, you know, me and Saquon, we talked a bunch throughout the years, being that, you know, we played each other in high school, went to Penn State, so, you know, we had a lot of familiarity, but, you know, being able to share this together, and you know, it's crazy because we were just at practice the other day, and we were talking, like, it's crazy that we're both from the Lehigh Valley, and we're both representing the hometown team in the Super Bowl. So it's really awesome just to, when you think about little things like that. It's really special.
I know you guys have a special bond, but this team seems to have one as well. What is it about this squad that, you know, that has gotten them this far? Because you don't just do it on talent alone. There's a lot of other things that happen along the way.
Right. I tend to tell people this team feels like I'm back at Penn State. The way that, you know, it's kind of like a brotherhood around here. These guys aren't just my teammates. These guys are my brothers, especially our receiver room. You know, we've really grown close throughout this season. Seems like, you know, even when we're at home, we're talking to each other, we're on the game with each other. So, you know, when you're not just a football team, when you're a family, special things can happen on the field that, you know, no one can see happening. So it's pretty cool.
Something else I would equate to Penn State is Coach Sirianni and Coach Franklin. Not a lot of people talk about Coach Franklin when they're talking about Penn State. And Coach Sirianni doesn't get a lot of pub either in that way. Can you talk about what makes him special? I mean, he's guided this team now to the Super Bowl 2 years and 2 times in 4 years.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I would say about both of them is the reason they have so much success is because they pay attention to the little details of everything. Every little detail matters to them, and you know, when you have so much talent, just like we did at Penn State, we have a lot of talent here. When you pay attention to the little details, special things can happen. Because you already have special players. You have the talent. So, you know, they both preach to little details, and the little things that we preach in practice, in the meetings, they come alive in the games. It's the turnovers, taking care of the ball, all things that lead to winning football. They really preach those things, and you see it with their teams.
I mean, it's cool to be connected by our school. Penn State has such a history of good NFL players, but at the end of the day, it's us versus them right now, and so, you know, I'm all in on us.
The transition from college to the NFL, what are the main differences? I mean, you know what I mean? Just whether it's lifestyle, whether it's the game, what are the differences that you see?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest difference and the most obvious one is that this is our job. You know, there's no other thing. You know, when you're in college, you're a student athlete, so you have to balance a lot more stuff. You can put less time into football, but here it's all ball all the time. And then when it comes to the game, I mean, everything's just faster. You know, defensive linemen are faster, so you got to kind of adjust everything, get your hands on it faster, shorten your steps, do whatever you have to be able to keep up to speed.
You can tell these guys understand what an incredible opportunity this is, especially early in their careers. If you want to watch more of our Impact interviews or any of our Nittany Game Week episodes and web content, check out our website at NittanyGameWeek.com.